in your system only.
Yes, sir. I started.
Okay, great. Uh, I'm sharing my screen. 1 minute.
How's your health, sir?
Yeah, health is fine. Thank you. Actually, I'm down with flu, and
Oh, okay.
so
Okay,
it
okay,
impacted very badly.
okay.
So not sure why that much severity it came.
Okay. Okay. Just have some good fruit juices and take care of your health, sir.
Yes, yes. I'm hydrating myself now.
Yeah. So, so this week
Um,
alone, today we can have class, sir. From next week, well, let's have on Friday and Saturday and Sunday.
Now I am giving a demo, and
Okay.
before that, I wanted to know a few things. Let
Okay.
me introduce myself as well.
Sure, sure.
So this is our first interaction. So I have total of 12 years experience in SAP. 12
Okay.
years as SAP MM consultant. So besides that module,
Okay.
SAP MM, I worked for 1.5 year as SAP IBP consultant,
Okay.
and I supported for 2 years in SAP WM warehouse management.
Hmm?
So besides these two, I did 1 year support in Ariba integration with MM.
Okay.
So I am aware of quality management as well, and
Mm-hmm. Okay.
integration with all the other modules and third-party systems. That's
Okay.
my total profile.
Okay.
So, wanted to know like, are you aware of SAP or did you? Uh,
Actually, while I'm applying for the jobs and everything, I came across about this. But before itself, back in India, I thought to do this course because I did masters in mechanical engineering. So in SAP, only these two modules will be close enough for me compared to other things, PP and
which are
MM.
those? Okay. So you are working as now?
Production
Uh,
engineer, sir. I just
as,
working in one small scale company. It's
Mhm.
a it's not a very good job also. But after completing this certificate, I need to switch to some other thing because already
Okay.
my first H1B slot is almost done because they are not sponsoring also. So I
Okay.
think this might be the right platform for my next switch over.
Yeah, okay. So you are working as production planner or something, no?
Production engineer, sir. Production engineer. Here we are
Okay.
using just the basic softwares only over here, like
So not
just sir.
it is not SAP, right? Some
No,
more.
no, 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 no. It's a zero about the SAP, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing. I did
Okay.
bachelor's also in mechanical, now master's also in mechanical. So
Mm-hmm.
this is the only one, this PP and MM only. I think mostly MM will itself will support a lot, I think so. What about your opinion, sir, okay, regarding this?
Yes, like both the modules, PPA and production planning. Since you are a
Okay.
production engineer, you are saying. If you are a
Uh-huh.
production planner,
Okay.
I'll come one by one now. I'm
Okay.
sharing my
Okay.
screen.
Okay.
You are able to
Sure.
see, right?
Yes, sir. It's clear.
Okay. So you are able to see, correct?
Yes, I can.
Yeah. So I'll brief what SAP is, what SAP provides, what we are going to do or expect from SAP.
Okay.
So that way you will get a very good comprehensive understanding about SAP.
Okay.
This is SAP. System applications and products, SAP
Okay.
abbreviation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we will see in, since you are already working in industry, you have industrial experience. Usually in industry, mainly
Mm-hmm.
purchase department would be there.
Yeah.
Likewise, the sales department, they'll manufacture something so that they can sell it
Mm-hmm.
and earn profits. So between these two, there would be many
Yeah.
other things. So
Mm-hmm.
production department, one has to do the production.
Yeah.
Then quality department, whatever you are getting inside or sending outside, the
Mhm.
materials, all
Yes.
those materials should be thoroughly quality checked, whether they
Yeah.
are uh, uh, having the industrial standards, companies protocols or company specific standards, whether they are adhering to them or not. That's
Mm-hmm.
the work of quality department. So there
Yeah.
would be production lines, a
Mm-hmm.
series of machines. So for doing all the production activities, there could be molds, or there could be assemblers, and there could be some installers, cap installers, or joining of two products, melting machines, etc. So different
Yeah.
machines would be there. At points, even a machine has some resilience. At some point,
Okay.
they will get breakdown. So
Yeah.
you need maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
So all these modules which we have seen so far, they will have their work, but in order to do their work, there would be financials to handle
Yeah.
finance. How those finance will be handled?
Stakeholders
These two
controlling.
together can be called as FICO.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, controlling is nothing but finance is you will have some general ledger accounts. Whenever production department say that they are creating or manufacturing some materials and they wanted to keep those materials in stock
Mm.
in warehouse.
Okay.
So how to do that? So how the system will understand, how company will understand that these materials are available in company because production department has manufactured them this much
Yes.
of lot.
Mm-hmm.
So they will have those general ledger accounts, cost centers, etc. All those will come into finance.
Okay.
But for those materials that are manufactured in production will have one cost. While if company has to purchase them from outside, they will have another cost.
Mm.
So all those costing elements will come. How those
Okay.
costing structures and all will be controlled is via controlling.
Mm. Okay.
There would be another thing called warehouse department. So at
Mm-hmm.
the end, if company say, okay, we are having
Mm-hmm.
storage rooms, but that's not what we are looking for. Our company is having several varieties of materials, say, you know, cold storage materials,
Mm-hmm.
hot storage,
Okay.
okay, rack materials should be there. Usually FMCG, fast moving goods services.
Mm. Mm.
Like this, we wanted to store, or
Okay.
there could be open storage or bulk storage. We want these to usually use pallets.
Mm-hmm.
So via pallets, we wanted to store these materials so that when Amazon warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
You see here like this, for
Yeah.
example. So
Mm-hmm.
they have pallets. These are all wooden
Mm-hmm.
pallets. So
Mm-hmm.
they'll keep these pallets,
Yeah.
or you can say in some supermarkets they'll keep pallets like this.
Yes.
So they would be having some batch numbers, and
Okay.
they will apply for some strategies called first in first out.
Okay.
Means first manufacture has to be first consumed, just like our medicines, food.
Okay.
So if we see medicine, so there would be an expiration date. So let us say we have two different a same tablet, two different strips. One strip is
Okay.
expiring in March, another strip is expiring in say some October. So which one
Okay.
we will use first? March,
March one.
because at some point from February ending onwards, we are not supposed to consume it. So we will take
Mhm.
as many as per the prescribed dosage. We'll
Yes.
use March 1 first. So that is first in first out and all. So for these batches, business wanted to use open and bulk and racks. Food storage would be cold storage. So these different types of storages we want. If business say that, then it is WM, warehouse
Mhm.
management. If it comes to S4 HANA,
Mhm.
then we have something called
What you
EWM,
wrote ECC, sir?
ECC,
What's
ECC
that?
S4 HANA.
Oh, okay.
We have, I'll come to this part. Uh, these are the different departments, usually different modules. Now, each department will have or will be treated as separate module. So different module end users. We have in SAP
Mm-hmm.
two terminologies called end users, which are business users and consultants. End users, they will use in work in industries. They will be given some transactions to execute certain processes. So what end users deal is they will deal with processes. Okay. What consultants will do? They will configure and support end users.
Okay.
So this is what a consultant will do. Going forward, if you get a job as a
Mhm.
consultant now, so your job
Okay.
is business users. So say for example, companies like uh, Novartis is there,
Mm-hmm.
okay, or Siemens, Cargill INC,
Mm-hmm.
Apple, or you can say Hasbro. No, Novartis pharma company, Siemens healthcare,
Okay.
Cargill INC food industry, Apple retail,
Of course. Uh-huh.
Hasbro. Hasbro is also a kind of retail. So
Okay.
different industries, different projects.
Yeah.
You will see General Mills, GMI. Again, it is a food industry. They will manufacture some biscuits related to Nature Valley biscuits and all.
Mm-hmm.
So, so you again, it is a food industry.
Okay.
These are different. BBG, Breakthrough Beverages Company.
Mm-hmm.
So different industries, you see. Each industry will have their own specific settings.
Okay.
End users do not know all those things. What they will know in pharmaceutical industry, they will come, they will create material, or one end user from purchase department, they will come, they will check vendor, they will check different master data. So
Mhm.
their work is a kind of same routine. Even
Okay.
though I use the word routine, they have to deal with certain do's and don'ts, if and else conditions. So they know how to run the business better than consultants. But what they don't understand is while running their business processes, if they face any error, they
Mm.
do not know why that error is coming. Then
Mm.
they will raise, end users will raise incidents,
Mhm.
incidents or tickets,
Okay.
service support tickets.
Mhm.
This there would be a support mechanism.
Mhm.
You will have different kinds of projects in SAP.
Okay.
One is implementation,
Mhm.
means for example, if your company is not using SAP, tomorrow they have acquired a good turnover, for example.
Mhm.
So now they have expanded the business. Within each plant, a lot of processes are handling. Even plant size is also increased.
Mhm.
Now they want a better efficient software to handle
Mhm.
their day-to-day business things.
Mhm.
Then if they decide to go with SAP, to
Mhm.
install SAP in their
Mm.
company, then they will reach out to different service companies like
Mm.
Deloitte, IBM, even SAP Labs will also do that.
Mhm.
Okay, Accenture, okay, CTS, Cognizant,
Mhm.
or it could be Capgemini, PwC, like that. Lot many are there.
Mhm.
So they will give their bidding, a
Mhm.
request for price.
Mm.
How much price it requires to implement SAP. What
Mhm.
else they can provide along with implementation, that is request for information.
Mhm.
It's very similar to if we wanted to install uh,
Mhm.
an internet in your home, for
Okay.
example. You will reach out to
Mhm.
different service providers,
Mm.
Beam or some other different internets. You will reach out to them. They will give their price. Along with that, they will give some information like offers, okay, and a vast variety of internet facilities that or the range of internet that they can provide. Some internet
Mhm.
is confined to the internet range signal is confined to two rooms. If you
Mm.
go upgrade yourself, then whole home can get the internet signal. So like that, all
Mhm.
those informations will be provided. Similarly, companies will provide price for implementation
Okay.
or
Mhm.
support. Support is already they have implemented SAP. Now on their day-to-day business activities, they will face errors, incidents.
Mm. Mhm.
So they do not know how to resolve them. So then they will
Mm.
reach out to experts called consultants. So they will
Okay.
take up those incidents and understand why that error is coming, and they will do the suggestions, and if any settings are missing, they will do those settings, move it into production. That is how they will do the support. Within
Okay.
support, there is another method called AMS, Application Management System.
Mhm.
This is a 24 by 7 support.
So AMSs.
Yes, AMS
Mhm.
means across the business, across the globe, business is continuously running.
Mhm.
In Asia Pacific, some plants are there. In
Mm.
EMEA region, some plants are there. In
Mhm.
America region, some plants are there. Every plant will work continuously. So now,
Yeah.
if consultants say my day is over in IST, I will go to sleep, then how American region will survive? What if they get
Mm.
some high incidents, roadblockers?
Yeah.
So then
Mhm.
there would be a global team, people
Okay.
who work in consultants who work from US or EMEA region will take up those incidents.
Mm.
So continuously there would be interaction between all the consultants across the globe, transferring the work from one to another, so that
Mhm.
the work will progress uninterruptedly. So it is
Mm.
AMS support.
Okay.
Upgrade means, for example, today business is using S4 HANA version, for example.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
S4 HANA version 1710. Now latest one they wanted to use 2203.
Mm-hmm.
So now this version is older, this version is newer. You have to
Mm-hmm.
upgrade it, and then you have to do all the testing of all the processes, run all scenarios, and see if a system is showing any error because of
Mm-hmm.
upgradation.
Mm.
So that is the nature of upgradation.
Ah.
Okay. And there is one more thing called migration project. Migration means a completely different system. SAP is or business is using ECC.
Mm-hmm.
ECC is older version. What we are
Okay.
about to see now in this session is ECC. It run with T codes.
E codes. Okay.
Okay, you have to remember T codes. T codes or transaction codes.
Okay.
Okay, whereas S4 HANA, this is also developed by SAP only. These
Okay.
will work with Fiori apps, just like our mobile. In
Very
mobile,
apps.
you
Okay.
don't type any T code.
Mm-hmm.
Just like in Excel, Control C, Control V, Control A, Control U,
Mm-hmm.
Control B, like that, you don't remember all those formulas, transactions, shortcuts.
Okay.
You will just open your mobile and keep scrolling and find apps. Whichever app you wanted to use, you can click on it and utilize its functionality. SAP
Mm-hmm.
has provided that kind of features in this
Okay.
version, HANA.
Mm-hmm.
So ECC is Enterprise Central Component. That's what SAP named it.
Mm-hmm.
Enterprise Central Component. So it will manage all the departments in an
Okay.
enterprise and centrally managed in a server. That is why it is called ECC.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is what we are going to see in this demo. Now you will understand quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Any enterprise will have main resources: manpower, money, machinery, management, materials.
Mm-hmm.
So to manage all those resources, there are
Mm-hmm.
several softwares, ERP softwares,
Okay.
enterprise resource planning. These are all different resources. To
Mm.
utilize all these resources, you need a software, a smart one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So these are all the different softwares that are currently existing in market.
Mm-hmm.
At least you can say some percentage of clients are supported by these softwares. Others
Mm-hmm.
also there, but they don't have that much grip in market.
Yeah.
Now, why SAP is? Because besides running those functionalities, SAP has the feasibility to integrate with third-party systems. Okay, for example, there is a third-party system, uh, 3PL, third-party logistics,
Okay.
where from US some materials are coming to India or Asian
Okay.
countries.
Mm.
So now those that company can't pack it, they book ticket by themselves and come here, right? So they need logistics. So they will integrate with third party logistic companies who has access
Okay.
to global and who also has access to multiple currencies. That
Mm-hmm.
permissions are there. Import, export, and other licenses are there with them. So they will apply those taxes uh, country specific and freight charges
Mhm.
to move the materials from one country to another country via different modes of transports. It could be aeroplane, it could be ship, rail, road. So that then how SAP will understand where my stock is, how SAP users will come to know. This is where third party logistics come into picture, the integrations. So good communication between client and server and with third parties.
Okay.
SAP also has the future of conversions of currencies,
Mhm.
and it can also support for different streams or different industries. It could be oil and gas, it could be retail, banking, manufacturing, etc.
Mhm.
So the history I will come short. Okay, currently
Okay.
it is a three-tier architecture. Means
Mhm.
end users will work in their environment, consultants
Mhm.
will work and configure, do the settings in their environment, but both the consultants work and SAP end users work will be saved in one architecture, one tier called tables database.
Mhm.
That is why it is a three-tier architecture. Presentation layer is nothing but what we see.
Mhm.
This is SAP logon pad. You have to install
Okay.
this in your system. It will take less
Okay.
space. And these are some of the servers provided in cloud. In cloud, you
So.
what we are working on this. It won't be
Mhm.
saved within your system. In cloud, they will have a server. In that server, it will
Okay.
get saved. Say, for
Mhm.
example, I will use one transaction, MM01, create a material. So now, this is presentation layer. You are seeing
Okay.
this. This is the presentation SAP has provided. To create a
Okay.
material, you will execute one transaction. You can see the transaction here, MM01. And the system
Mhm.
will present this screen. Hence, it is a presentation layer. When I
Okay.
save a material, and for example, I have created
So
this
how
material,
you are numbering that, sir?
that there would be configurations, settings, which will come as a part of our course.
Okay.
Okay. So now there are thousands, lakhs of materials.
Mhm.
Where all those will go? Here you can see table.
Mhm.
It will show all the details, material number, who created it, when created it. See, this is created, when it was
So,
created, when it was changed.
so one small doubt, sir. So everyone can access this, right? The client can access it. The consultant can also, if any problems, they can also access the same thing, right?
Yeah, I'll take that question in a short while.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, for that question, the straight answer is yes. But
Okay.
again, there are restrictions applied.
Hmm. Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
Okay. This is the database layer. Whatever you create in presentation will get saved in database.
Saved here.
In
Okay.
between, in between, how this will get changed?
Mhm.
Application layer. So in order to design each and every screen, you have to apply some logics.
Okay.
Prepare, build that screen, design that screen. That is where this all happened in application layer.
Mm.
So as I mentioned, these are different modules.
Mhm.
We have seen only these many.
Okay.
Okay. For example, if a vendor wants an invoice to get processed, after some approvals, say
Okay.
vendors, suppliers invoice came into company. Company procured some, purchased some materials. Vendor has sent invoice, but
Okay.
vendors has the tendency that they will bargain one price, and but the price and cost they will apply the hidden taxes. They will do that later on. So now business wanted to be extra careful with that. They want an approval
Mm.
flow. So whenever any invoice is paid to vendor, it will go through approval process. Then officials will see why this much of charges, etc., etc. They will clarify that, and then they will approve it. Then invoice will happen. This is vendor invoice management, a different module. Customer resource management is there. Ariba module is there. You have business intelligence is there. You have business warehouse is there. Right. You have web app for coding. For managing the system, you have to move some changes.
Mm-hmm.
You will create configure system. How to move them? Basis. Security. Everyone should not access every transaction.
Okay.
Only the relevant end user, they have to access it.
Mm-hmm.
Security is there. Not all end users should authorize all the transactions, because uh, if they do some mistake,
Mm-hmm.
human error,
Okay.
without understanding, out of anxiety, they wanted to execute and see what happens. Say purchase
Uh-huh.
department, a guy has been provided with sales transaction. He wanted to check something. He out of knowledge he created a sales order or something, or closed a sales order. It will have an impact.
Okay.
So authorizations are there. So all these you will see in
Mm.
different modules.
Mm-hmm.
So as I said, each business process or department
Uh-huh.
will be termed as a module. Purchasing team
Okay.
is a purchasing module. Materials management. Sales team is a sales module, SD. Production
Mm-hmm.
team is a production module,
Planning.
production planning.
Okay.
So likewise, it has been bifurcated. So
Mm-hmm.
accordingly, for each module, system has
Okay.
SAP has provided different transactions to execute and different tables to
Okay.
save that data. Okay, these are all the different modules you
Okay.
can see. So every module has to go through
Mm-hmm.
MM.
Okay.
For example, if production planning is
That's
there,
like a okay.
they will have their own activities, production orders, process orders, etc.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll create production orders, manufacture,
Mm-hmm.
but they have to, what they have to manufacture? They have to manufacture material,
Mm-hmm.
which comes into MM. SD, they have to handle sales, customer sales.
Mm-hmm.
So what they will sell? They have to sell material, again material.
Mm-hmm.
So likewise, finance and controlling, they have to charge invoices. Invoices for what? Purchasing materials.
Materials. Uh-huh.
So everywhere it will go through MM, every other
Mm-hmm.
module. So
Okay.
this is the advantage. On the positive side, if you see, MM is having a lot of demand in market,
Mm-hmm.
because any project you take, one or two consultants are not enough.
Mm.
On the negative side, since
So
every module
all
is,
the modules are separated mainly from this one only.
there is no kind of separation. Process wise,
Okay.
business department wise, modules are framed. For
Mm.
production, production is a department, it has a module. Sales is a department, it has a module.
Mm-hmm.
But every other module must go through MM because of MM processes.
Mm-hmm.
Always
Okay.
we are handling, MM is handling with inventory, stock, materials, etc. So sales has to provide stock to customers.
Mm-hmm.
and deliver the stock to customers. Selling.
Okay.
So they have to
Okay.
see on a specific day in future or present that
Mm-hmm.
stock of material is available or not. If they are getting error, then they will come to MM saying we are getting this error. Please check. Then we have to see and understand how much stock is left on the day, which SD guy is trying to create sales orders and all. So
Mm-hmm.
that is how MM integrate with every other module.
Got
And
it.
ticket that comes, other modules guys pretend that it is MMs. So
Mm-hmm.
we need to be a kind of one step smarter than other module people, to be honest. Understand and technically we have to prove that from MM end process is working fine. Okay, we should not point out the errors in other modules. Then other module people will say, okay, you know the error, you know the problem, then you solve it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We have to just show them. For that, we need to be very thorough with MM processes.
Okay. Okay.
How MM works, what are the conditions, what are the criteria, all these if you are very good enough, then you can debate with any number of people and show them that MM scenario is totally fine.
Okay.
So now what MM deals with? MM first deals with, you will have different kinds of data.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. First is organization structure. Right. So let us say MM module,
Mm-hmm.
FICO module, PP module, WM module, TM module, likewise different. So for MM, so to start with, let us start with FICO. FICO deals with company related accounts.
Okay.
Right. Say for example, a company has regions in APAC region, Asia Pacific. Say India, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, China,
Mm-hmm.
Taiwan, Indonesia, Thailand, like that. And a company, the same company is having in EMEA regions as well,
Mm-hmm.
Spain,
Mm-hmm.
Netherlands. Okay, like this,
Okay.
different countries and American regions, say US, Brazil,
Mm-hmm.
and North America, Canada, like this. So each region will have their own taxation,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
UK,
Mm-hmm.
United Kingdom, it has its own taxations. So
Yeah.
now uh, company and company code. Company is client. Company is nothing but
Okay.
client.
Okay.
Company code. What company code deals with? Company code deals with accounts,
Mm-hmm.
profit and loss statements, balance statements, taxes,
Mm-hmm.
etc. So all these will be handled by company code. So now how to bifurcate all these countries?
Mm-hmm.
You can't, so far you see 18 countries are there. You can't go
Yeah.
and create 18 different company codes. That's not how it
Mm-hmm.
works. Now you have to see which all countries have similar taxing.
Mm,
These all have one kind of taxing. China have its own taxing tariffs.
yeah.
These all have one kind of taxing. UK
Mhm,
will have its own different tariff. US has different. Brazil,
mhm.
North America, Canada has one kind of. So now how many company codes happened? One, these three and these three
Seven.
together is
Mhm.
one,
One. Yeah.
two, three, four, five, six. Six different
Mm,
company codes. So this we have to understand. Consultant has to
mhm,
understand how many company
mhm,
codes are required. So now under each company code, these six, I would say these three plus these three is one company code. They how many plants are there? Say for example, in India there are three plants. So three plants comes under one company code. So by now you have understand. Company and company code are handled by FICO plants. Storage locations, purchase organizations, purchase groups. All these are handled by MM. So now each region they have they should have different sales, sales organization, distribution channel to distribute those materials, divisions
mm,
based upon location constraints. Okay, transportation points, picking points. All these are handled by SD. They'll create all these.
mm,
So all the plants may not manufacture. Some are for only trading,
mm,
only incoming and outgoing. They don't manufacture any.
mhm.
So, but some plants do. Then production plant, MRP, who is the material requirement planning controllers, scheduling margins, bill of materials, cost centers, work centers. All these will be created by production planning. Right. So now for warehouse, you need a warehouse first. For which plant you need a warehouse that you have to understand.
Mhm.
Then
Storage.
what kind of storage types are required? There are different storage types as we have seen. Cold storage type, hot storage type, racks, open, bulk. Right. So now storage sections. How many sections are required for each type? Top storage section, bottom storage section. If it is a rack, like that. Storage bins are required.
Mm,
Quants. Quants are dynamic. They will get created at that time
mm,
instantly. So you don't create something manually here. But these are all configured by WM consultant only. Plant maintenance. What is a plant maintenance? Plant. For that you have to create a plant itself for plant maintenance. Okay, refurbishments. Serial numbers are required. Right. For this it needs a separate work centers. If any breakdown happen, then those for which work center that breakdown happened, that
mhm.
machinery comes into which work center. Accordingly, they will come and check this. This is on and whole is how configurations happen. So our focus is plant, storage location, purchase organization, purchase group as a part of enterprise org structure,
Mm.
organization structure. So different kinds of data that you will see. Here you can see organization structure. After this, you have to create master data.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if you come to master data, then what you have? Materials, vendors. Okay. Then which materials are provided by which all vendors? It is
Okay.
not necessary that all vendor provide all the materials, right? Some matter vendors provide some materials, but how will
Yeah.
you understand which vendor can provide which material?
Mm-hmm.
Source list. Now, a vendor is providing a material to a plant, and a purchase organization for that plant is handling those purchases. But what are the prices? What are the other conditions? Info records. Right.
Okay.
Then these are the main things. There are many other. We have conditions, pricing conditions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you have bill of materials again. You have
That's
material
common in both PP and
characteristics.
MM, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
batch master. All these are managed by MM. These four are completely coming under MM only. Rest all a kind of integrations. Similarly for SD, what they will deal with? Customers.
Yes.
Customer info records. Right. Again, they have pricings. Customer pricing. They have some pricing routines. So all these will be handled by SD. FICO. They have cost centers, general ledger accounts, tax masters. These will be handled by FICO. Again, these will have work centers. Routings are there. So different set of master data are there for production planning. These will have bin master, storage bin. One has to create bins. It is a master data for them. And for each bin quants. So likewise, a different master data will be created. So a material is created only once, but using that material, this is org structure. What we have checked here is master data.
Is everything comes under. That's the thing.
Yes, right. So now again, there is one more thing. Transactional data. This will happen continuously on day to day. A material you will create only once.
Uh-huh.
You don't create material again and again the same one. But using
Okay.
this material, what are you going to create?
Mm.
Purchase requisition is a internal document. They purchase some department sensed that they are running out of material. So they will go to purchase department and they will raise a requisition. Then request for quotation. Purchase department will reach out to different vendors asking for request for quotation. Will send quotations. Comparisons happen. then creates purchase orders by finalizing a vendor. Then you will do goods receipt. Then you will do invoice. So now this is a normal purchasing process. For example, let us say you are constructing something or you are manufacturing, for example, medicines, for example,
Mhm.
okay, tonics. So you don't create one bottle, you will create bulk, but
Mhm.
you don't create all those bulk bottles and stock it so that after 5 years someone come, then you will sell. No, it is not going to happen. You will get a contract from so and so pharmaceutical company that I want these many number of bottles every year.
Ah,
No, it is a contract. Scheduling agreements means business don't want to stock materials unnecessarily and waste money on its maintenance. They want stock on a specific day. How much stock they need, they have clear idea,
mhm.
a perfect forecast. So they will ask vendors to provide that stock on that day, and how much stock they need, they will give all that information. That is why it is scheduled and an agreement between vendor and client. So hence it becomes a scheduled agreement.
Mm.
You will see third party very frequently. You have to manufacture or you want a sofa, a furniture. You go to some place who will uh, assemble all those different wooden things and all
Mm.
and prepare a sofa. You will go and pay that person, or you will go to showroom and pay that person. That showroom person will go to manufacturer. He will pay
Yeah.
that manufacturer. Manufacturer will send it to you. This is third
Mhm.
party.
Mm.
Likewise, stock transport order. Between plants to plants, this usually happen. A plant is having a requirement, it procures from another plant. STO. These are all different kind of activities.
Mm.
Sometimes you wanted to manage goods issues. Transfer posting is nothing but moving stock from one storage location to another storage location, or one stock type to another stock type. Suddenly you realize that 10 quantity are rotten, spoiled. So you will move them to scrap through
Mhm.
transfer posting.
Okay.
You will count every now and then the stock, a valid stock, a good quality stock,
Mm.
which comes into physical inventory. So these are all different kinds of processes. So likewise for sales, FICO, PP, QM, WM, there would be different transactions that they will manage. So for
Mhm.
now, I'm focusing on this one, MM.
Okay.
So here are the different transactional data. As I said, these are the organizational structures. Storage location, which is a subdivision in plant. So what storage location requires? Say a plant is having a different racks, a different storage rooms. They will call storage location. One storage room contains only finished, another storage room contains only raw materials, another storage room contains only maintenance, repair, smaller materials like nuts, bolts, etc. So then they will create storage locations accordingly. Purchase
Mm.
organization. So now in this example, we have seen all the plants in India, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, their purchasing needs are handled by only one, or India will have its own, Sri Lanka
Good.
will have its own, Pakistan will have its own purchase organization. Accordingly, a purchase organization will get created. which plays a crucial role for purchasing. Without a purchase organization, you can't do purchase. So these are all different cycles as we see. Vendor, supplier, goods received, invoice received, purchase order, processing, payment, etc. So these are the different topics as I mentioned here. I guess it is already shared with you, right? The course content.
Yes, sir. You already, I already got that right.
Right. So now coming to the point, another important thing which we didn't discuss previously, you asked also. Will all the consultants and end users have all the access? So now, what is consultants work? There would be different landscapes. Okay, you are not supposed to configure blindly. First, you will configure in development client, development server. Then you move those changes to quality server. Then in quality, you will do all the necessary testings, unit testing, integration testing, integration with other modules. Okay, user testing. User also need to do testing. All these testings will happen here in quality. Then you will move it to production. Then how these changes are moved? A functional consultant
Correct.
will create a customizing request. Likewise, technical consultants will create workbench request. So let me show you what is it. I go to IMG. End users will only work in this screen. In this screen, they will go to transactions like this. These are all different settings you can do. So if you wanted to create, you will see some create and change options here. For example, I'll create a material. You can see, or you can directly go to a generic one, create a general. Here you can see MM01. So end users can access only this screen. Okay, in order to run these transactions, what are all the settings required? All those settings will be here.
Okay.
This can be accessed only by consultant. End user can't access this.
Okay.
Okay, let us say for example, I'll try to create a simple thing. Oh, I have created this. If I try to save it, you see what is coming here? A prompt is coming. A
Yeah.
customizing request.
Mm.
This number usually will be provided by project PMOs, project management.
Okay.
Okay, you will see a TR specific to MM only. Similarly, you
Mhm.
will see a TR specific to only SD. During
Okay.
implementations, they will provide those TRs.
Okay.
During support, you can create a TR. System will generate a number by its own, just like it is generating now. You will give a description. In description, what you will give the incident number or ticket number that you are handling against which you are trying to create this change. So you can see I am getting customizing request,
Mm.
the name itself, because we are functional consultant. If a technical consultant has to create, they will generate workbench request. So
Mm.
these requests will be moved from here. अरे क्या हो गया इसको? From development to quality, quality to production. They will move this TR. So that
Mhm.
in development, you will create this purchase group, but in quality, you will use this purchase group and run some tests and ask end user to do testing. Because end user is the one who should ask to create a purchase group.
Yeah.
So they asked, we have created, we did testing. Now it is their turn. They have to do the testing and provide confirmation. It is not like we tested it, we moved it to production, and whoever asked that
Mm.
requirement, that person left the organization, and his
Mm.
official command asked who created this, on whose permission you created it, against which requirement and all. If they start asking, we can't answer. So you need a approval. So they have to approve it. Only after approval you move it to production. This is landscape,
Mhm.
SAP landscape, and this is transport. So on and whole, this is what SAP. This is how SAP works.
Mm.
Here you see, this is the one that I missed in our slides. You have a development server. In some
Yeah.
cases, you will have a golden client and test client, where you will do initial testing here itself and move to quality, so that consultant can test, end user can also test, and then
Mm.
move to production. So this is the landscape.
So our module things plays in the both factors, both the
Yes.
development and the quality.
Yeah. Every module contribute equally.
Okay.
In real time, you will see some consultants saying, "No, this is not my work. This is your work, MM work. I don't know about this." So like
Mm.
that, some people are like that only.
Mhm.
They will feel like some specific module will contribute more, and their own
Mm.
contribution is less.
Okay.
But the ground reality check is every module will contribute equally, even though the
Mm.
incidents handled, the number of incidents or tickets handled may be varying. Today, maybe I am having 10 incidents. Some quality
Mm.
guy, QM consultant may have only one incident. That
Yeah.
doesn't mean he is not contributing.
Mhm.
That one incident could be a critical incident.
Mm.
So if that incident is not there, if he is not resolving it, I can't work on my 10 incidents.
Yeah.
So that kind of thing is also there. So
Mm-hmm.
that is the reason why I explained like this. Every one has to play their role.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone will have their own master data, their own transactional data.
Okay.
Okay. So that's the demo.
So how to get the software thing and those things you told some vendor.
I will give you that number.
Okay.
Give me some time. I'll
Okay.
find that number and provide it to you.
Okay.
You have to reach out to that person.
Okay.
He is from Indian time zone only, from Hyderabad only.
Okay.
Okay, so if you are not aware how to install it, then take his guidance. He
Okay.
will install SAP software in your laptop.
Okay.
You will see a laptop like this, software like this. Then he
Okay.
will provide you a server with the details like this. You have to give a description. Description could be anything.
Okay.
It's for your easy recognition.
Okay.
Whatever you can recognize easily, you can give the description. That
Okay.
person's name is Murali. So I kept
Okay.
Murali. He will
Uh,
give the server. They will have a server and they will have a
okay.
code for their server. They will keep maintaining that server. So that
Okay.
server name number is this. Within this the server, they will create a username and password for you.
Okay.
Okay. For this server, in order to work, SAP will provide this instance number and system ID.
Mm-hmm.
This instance number and system ID would be different to different service providers. They
Mm.
have to pay to SAP to get this server
Okay.
and handle their business. So you have to give these details. Once you give, then you can get the screen.
Okay.
This screen you will get if those details are correct. Otherwise, you can't open this screen at all. You will get error.
Okay. Okay.
Then that guy will provide you a user ID like this and a
Mm-hmm.
password. Initial password would be 123456 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Then when you give 123456 and click enter, you will get password change. New
Oh.
password, repeat password. You give a password and you remember it.
Okay.
Then you can log in.
Mm-hmm.
Once you log in, you can access everything. That you try to get it done tomorrow so that from next week we can start classes.
Sure. Sure. Sure, sir.
Okay, okay, then.
Okay, sir.
Okay, cool.
So all the 8 modules will have the same software with same access, just the content,
Yes,
everything
all
will be
the yes, everything is
part will
you
change.
can say no.
Okay.
All the you can say all the modules there itself.
Oh, okay.
As a process of our training, you will see many errors. Some
Okay.
errors even I too do not know. Maybe
Oh, okay.
because we
Okay.
are creating everything from the scratch, and while progressing, we'll get errors. Some are related to other module integrations.
Okay.
So we have to decode that error, understand why it is coming, and configure those other module specific settings as well, so that we
Okay.
can run our material management processes.
Okay. Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay, then. Yeah. Bye then.
Okay, sir. So once you share the contact details, I'll contact them, and if I have any questions or something, I'll just let you know.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Okay.
Anytime.
Okay, sir.
Okay, then.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye.